This is Legendary Shroud on one skull. It says 10 skulls. That's just a bug. It shows that when you had the last quest on R10, I was joined at R10 Tempest Spine for the very end. But if I go in, it shows R1. Um, so yeah, so this is a pretty high XP quest. Would have loved to have been an off Destiny, but I need to be at my best for this raid. It's Short Man Reaper, Reaper 1. Reaper 1 Shroud doesn't sound bad. I've been running Reaper 4, but this is much more difficult than a Reaper 4 quest. So there's a lot of one-shotting that's gonna happen. I'll probably die several times, and you know, it's just par for the course. This is a pretty tough raid, and there's a lot of Sorks, so they're going to be blasting. There's probably not a lot of CC in this group. You know, that would be the ideal for me, would be a fair amount of CC. But you know, people have a lot of Reaper points. So there's I think I was the second highest hit points in the party, and once you go into Reaper mode, a lot of the hit points just shot up. I think there's only 2 people over 2,000, and now it's a lot of people have like 50, 60 Reaper points. I don't see anybody with wings in here, but I suspect there's a few people that with wings that just don't use the cosmetic. That's a common thing. So my dire charge won't be good enough for Orthons. It's marginal against against the troglodyte melees.
The image of Eritrekos
All right, looks like we're starting.
And a portal leading to the Shroud appears. You warily scan the area for Infernal scouts. You know
so that
only
Orthon. So someone already died. That Orthon. So I guess I stand corrected on the CC, but you get to see. Let's try my dire charge here. And the big thing is you just have to avoid getting hit by these big melees. Unless they're hell. Alright, so I'm gonna follow the party. I'm not gonna do anything crazy here. And these blades are also deadly. This war chief could one-shot, definitely one-shot. There we go, my holy retribution worked there. Okay, we got this side down. Now we're gotta watch these blades. Oop, 84. Alright, so now we're gonna basically just beat the heck out of this portal, and that's why they want melees. Nice healing wall there. Whoa. Get rid of my crew. That's a healing curse. Gotta get rid of it. So this is a multicultural shroud here. It's mostly, I think, overseas folks. This is led by the Chinese guild. Really great players, really nice folks. All right. This is a little shortcut to take for this next portal. Gotta watch these blades. Pretty tough with these blades.
Forging
curse.
more infernal troops.
I'm going to follow the group, whatever the group's doing. This one here, I believe. This troglodyte will kill me if he... There we go. So unfortunately the party's a little bit split up, but that's okay. This is a pretty strong group. That caster's deadly. Yeah, I'm going to let the melee's finger of death down. I'm going to just focus on this portal.
Armies of Shadowrath pour from the corners.
And you can see how quick these portals go down when the whole party's on the same portal. Alright, so you hear that orthon in the background. If these portals are open for too long, they start to spawn higher level enemies, and that's one of the higher level enemies that they spawn. This one's been open for quite a while. Usually this is one of the first portals taken down. Whoop, this guy could definitely kill me. He's on your down, he's kind of taking him, but... Okay, he's almost down. Alright, a lot of everyone's on this portal, which is great. see how fast the portals go down when everyone's on the same portal. And different groups have different preferences on order, or what order to do the portals in, and that's where there gets to be confusion. So I'm pretty much following Yor down. I'm going whichever direction he goes. So there's a portal keeper. That's a bad sign. Let's see. If we don't get that portal keeper, we fail the quest. Uh-oh. Let's see where the portal keeper is. Yeah, and this is normally one of the first... Oh, it looks like we got the portal keeper down. Okay, we're done. Let me... There we go. Alright, well that was pretty good.
The barrier to the altar of the waning moons disappears.
Seems like a familiar story, doesn't it? Says the Pit Fiend. Let's write in a small twist.
Alright.
The altar of the waning moons shimmers as it activates.
Alright, so this part, we kind of we go in different parts. It can be a little bit dangerous. Again, try to stick with the party. Alright. Get myself buffed here.
Some old friends are here to see you.
Gloats the devil leader.
You're not
Alright,
the only one
so
who knows about
we want to be near this disco ball. And there's the bosses. Some last trash. And these bosses allow one shot. Alright, so we're gonna take pretty rough. Whoa. range take control. So he's beaten down. So they're all kind of beaten down. But we're still missing one. So wait for that one to show. Up there it is. 1, 2, 3. So now they run. Basically, you just run north. Everybody runs north here. And they should separate.
Castwick the Matanu, the Matsi, the Ubilena, the Infernal, the Sputters and Eyes. A large white marble wall blocks any further progress. Crystal shatters,
There we go.
opening a path to the altar of the new moons.
So that went pretty well. Let's see.
A gateway leading to the next challenge appears before you.
All right, so this part is a puzzle. Unfortunately, I can't do the 5x5s, so I'm probably gonna. I'll just try to solve it down. There is a solver, but I don't really. Oh, I think I got this one actually. So sometimes I can solve them. So that is in the big center 5x5. So we're gonna go this way. You want to avoid running over these circles. So yeah, so the 5x5, normally I can solve them up and down. So the 3x3s and 4x4s you can solve up and down. It's more complicated than that for the 5x5s, and so there's solvers you could use, which I don't happen to have one handy. All right, so now leave that for the casters. They probably don't need it for this part, but I'll just leave it for them. And we got to watch for the wall that's going to come up. It comes up really quick on. Oop, there it is. So that wall is insta-death if you step into it, and when it goes around corners, it's very misleading. I think it's past now, so now we can go in these corner rooms. And you can't purify the fountain until after. Got to be far away from that wall. Can't purify the fountain until after the. Should be able to go in here now. Purify this one. So this one's not purified. Puzzle's solved, so I can put this in. If the puzzle's not solved, you don't want to put it in. It'll cause you to miss out on 2 chests. All right, so I need to be careful for this wall. It's insta-death if you get near it, and got to really watch around these corners. It kind of doubles backs, and I've seen a lot of people die kind of getting too close to it when it goes around the corners. And avoid these yellow circles. That spawns blades. So people are probably going through it now because I've seen the yellow. Let's see, where is the wall? Looks like it's good now. You can see people kind of might walk through it and not realize that thing about the walls. Let's see. Or about the spawning of blades. It's pretty bad, the damage, but it's not too horrible. Alright, so get some more water. And we gotta watch for a second wall. Comes right out of here.
The final fountain bubbles to life.
Alright, that's it. So let me get this guy up.
The altar of the waxing moons dissipates.
He's on a timer. He died on the wall, by the way. That's, let me see. I have to buy another small bag for Shroud, a couple small bags for Shroud parts until I get more larges. Every life I'll get one large bag from 12 Favor. And they're not exclusive, so I can have as many of those as I want. The small bags are exclusive, so I have to take those out one at a time, which is not too terrible. Alright, in this part you do not want to go in until the whole party goes in. Makes it much harder.
The portal leading to the challenge of the full moons shimmers into existence.
So one guy's going in, he's probably doing a lot of clearing himself. It looks like people are waiting. I'm going to go in with Mr. Z Hao, who's the CN stands for Chinese. I think folks put that in their name to make it kind of clear that, so they can find each other. This is mostly Chinese raid. Really great community, wonderful people. Really love running with them. And there's, I've never found language barrier to be any sort of an issue. Alright, we're gonna go here. Holy Retribution worked pretty good.
I see that you attuned the altars.
Boom to the devil giver.
Good. That will speed up my ritual considerably. I would have...
Very tough fight here. Gotta watch for poison and disease, but we're taking him down super fast. You can see there's a massive debuffing going on. Yeah, that's, for Reaper 1, that's just incredibly fast. There's some massive debuffing that was happening there. So there's weapons you could make from Shroud that debuff bosses, and that combined with some Epic Destiny abilities really does a great job of debuffing the boss and
as you activate
get
the
some
altar,
huge damage
the image
numbers.
of a huge tome with leaden pages appears before you. Find yourself in the very center of the Shroud, face to face with a Rakshasa from the Lords of Dust.
You killed the Pit Fiend? While I hate to lose an ally, I'm afraid it doesn't matter. His usefulness to the Codex had come to an end. The ritual is underway, and soon the Codex will be whole again. Eritrekos was only a footnote in any case, growls the Rakshasa. The book has infinite pages for infinite planes, and the Codex has a plan for each one. Its plan for Eberron, for example, is to grant it to me. The only thing written there about you deals with your destruction, I'm afraid. That's why the Codex brought you here. Let's turn back a page or two. Ah, here we are. The Pit Fiend's old servants. Just the thing I need to erase you forever.
These guys hit pretty hard. Let's grab. Moving around. Mortis does some pretty heavy damage. Force damage. And she's a one-shotter, so she definitely will one-shot you. Disappears. But the DPS of this party is so good. I mean, they're taking everything down really, really quick. And that's basically the boss. Respawns and pretty lethal. They're dotting her up, but her damage before being phasing out and after. phasing back in is way down, so she might actually die before she even phases back in if they got a couple more dots on her. Let's see if this guy's off the timer. Yep, someone got him already. There she is.
Still there. Let me try another page. Let's see. Written on this page is Zoriat, the Plane of Madness.
Champion here.
This page is searing hot to the touch. The Plane of Vernia.
Got, I think, debuffed by that beholder. Get the Reaper first, sure.
Here's a well-thumbed page. The Devils of Shadowrath. Ah, a passage closer to home. The sprawling waste of Cedric.
And this is time, we just have to wait this out for about 5 minutes. Groups used to kind of like stand on this corner. Stand up on that ledge there and just wait it out as a sort of a way to kind of make it easier on high difficulties. This group is just tearing it up, so there's really no problems with having to wait. Beholder. So he's an orange name, and so Flesh to Stone they have low fortification, so that's a really good thing to use on them. Flesh to Stone.
The eternal chaos of limbo spells your doom.
So it's great that we have a CC person in this group. That really helps melees a lot. CC stands for crowd control. That's things like the mass holds, disco balls, Flesh to Stone. Final boss. Yeah, this guy's pretty tough. So I have to take him down pretty fast. I gotta get my, what do I need? Cold iron? I should have cold iron. I took Take defeat. I'll have to figure out what his
The Rakshasa falls to your onslaught.
what his
and for
DR
a brief
is.
moment, it seems as if the battle is over. Then the Codex itself begins to move.
Yeah, Pierce Cold Iron, so that's really strange. Uh-oh. We lost our cease here, so it's going to be a little rough going until he's back. And the purpose of that CC is so we can all scan the book. Let's see, he probably needs adamantine, so let's get this weapon. Nope. Nope, I don't know what the DR is for this thing.
The ritual has failed. The incomplete Codex falls to the ground. Now, nothing more is done. Yet, a malevolent aura still lingers over its remains. The gatekeepers will need to work long and hard to contain its evil.
Make sure we get him up. Let's see. So 95 Codex room, legendary large arrow. That's good. I always seem to have trouble with the arrows more than anything. Threads of Fate. And on Reaper mode, well, you have to drag these to your inventory if you have more than 2 of these bound things. All right. These are the smalls and mediums. Another arrowhead, that's good. That seems to be the thing I'm always short on. So the Codex runes and the Threads of Fate can't be passed, and a bone. So bone is the thing I usually least need. Let me make sure I thank you. Make sure I got everything. And that is the legendary Shroud on Reaper One Skull. And shocked I didn't have any deaths, but it's they hit pretty hard. But this, being an unyielding Sentinel and having some Reaper points really helps a lot. Let's see how much Reaper XP I got on this. 1,528. That's because it is only Reaper One Skull. 418,000 XP. Of course, not really using that. So that is a legendary Shroud on Reaper One Skull.